Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Annisya Febrilia and I would like to explain about the most variety changing in this pandemic era, our COVID-19. So the first I would like to explain about economic change in the COVID-19. COVID-19 is very big concern for the Indonesia people. Many of the losses caused by this pandemic have an impact on the Indonesia economy. After experiencing a rapid increase in cases, the government made a policy to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic. With the enactment of the PSBB state in government regulation number 20 of 2020, with the existence of the PSBB, all the usual activities have to stop. All activities in the industrial and office sector were temporarily forced to stop operation or operating. In addition, the education sector, public service, all places of worship, shopping centers, restaurant, and tourist places also experience the same thing. Social or physical distancing has an effect on decreasing overall economic activity. The impact on the economic sector during the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia include the occurrence of large-scale PHK. The result were 90% of home workers and workers who were laid off were 10%. The real form that can be seen, the impact of COVID-19 on the economy at this time is the occurrence of layoffs. Many employees have been dismissed and various companies are even threatened with bankruptcy. So the second is social change in the COVID-19. The public has been advised from the government to study work and worship at home since the beginning of the emergence of this virus in Indonesia. Likewise, with the customary pattern of people who like together and shakes hand, now they are required to get used to social restriction or social distancing. New normals should change old behavior into new habit by wearing masks, maintaining social and physical distancing, diligently washing hands, and being disciplined in following health protocols. Pandemic, the COVID-19 virus that spreads rapidly makes many people end up working outside the office at home in order to avoid the spread of the virus. With all the limitation and what the government faces in subscribing to COVID-19, the government needs to understand and support the work from home method that is carried out by workers online. And the third is politic. Politic change in the COVID-19. President Jokowi issued Presidential Decree or Kepres number 7 of 2020 concerning the task force for the acceleration of handling coronavirus disease 19, which was set on March 13 through 2020. This presidential decree was then followed by the issue of Presidential Decree number 9 of 2020, which discussed several structural changes. So, Article 3 Presidential Decree Keepers number 7 of 2020 concerning the task force for the acceleration of handling of coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 has the objective is increasing national resilience in the health sector and accelerating the handling of COVID-19 through synergy between ministries or agencies and local government, and increasing anticipation for the escalation of the spread of COVID-19, increases synergy in operational policy making, and then increased readiness and ability to prevent, detect, and respond to COVID-19. The strength of President Jokowi political policy responding to the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak emphasize on responses and participate policies by involving two forces, namely the local government as an extension of the power of the central government and the community as an element of the policy subject. Previously, President Jokowi policy or policies had always discussed policies that were top-down, meaning that the role and participation of the community was less visible and prominent. But in the COVID-19 case, the role of the community and local government was increasingly visible, as shown in the presidential decree regarding the task force to accelerate the handling of corona cases and the quarantine strategy, areas that involve the role of local government and society. At the last, we I would like explain about education changing in this pandemic era. The world was shocked by the outbreak of a disease called corona or COVID-19. Can cause respiratory problems, pneumonia, and death. This virus spread quickly and has spread throughout the world, including Indonesia. And then, therefore, the Indonesian government implemented large-scale social restriction PSBB in March 2020. This virus brings worry to make activities temporarily suspend by doing self-isolation at home. In addition, it affects several policies, including education, where previously students studied at school and now they are learning at home. This change requires an adaptation process in teaching and learning activities to be effective. Following are the changes in the world of education due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Following are the changes in the Indonesian of education due to the COVID-19 is cancellation of UN in 2020 due to COVID-19, the national examination, which is always held at the end school, right? Student is cancelled because this virus is very dangerous, and also this process is fast. Because you want to avoid this, the 2020 national exam is cancelled. And next is accelerating educational transformation, so that in this educational transformation, teachers and students continue to do teaching and learning online, like Zoom or Google Classroom or Google Meet, and any else maybe. So that my opinion, or my opinion about the most variety changing in this pandemic era. So I think it's enough, and sorry if there is wrong. So thank you for y'all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.